Okay, so today we are going to, again, kind of like look outside the box a little bit. We're going to look at side control escape, but we're going to basically try to put ourselves into an octopus guard position. So what I need for that is I need this arm to be coming over the top of my head. Now we can work this a couple of different ways. One, like I want to have frames to the inside anyway. If I'm moving out from side control and I can block this cross face, it's always going to put me in a better position. And if I've got this sort of block, can often be a frustrating thing for my partner and he wants to bring the arm across to the far side. Or on Monday, we were looking at a north-south transition. And when this partner starts to bring that arm over, that also gives me the opportunity to put myself up into the position. So however we're doing it, we're looking to bring this arm over the top and we're looking to reach this underhook arm across to the far side. So as the arm's starting to come across, we're going to put the elbow up in front of the armpit and we're going to start to drive this arm down towards my partner's top. We don't want to reach at this point down too low. Because if I reach down too low here, he's got the ability to be able to posture up higher than me. And the idea with the octopus guard is I want my head to always be higher than his head. So I'm going to reach up, like put my elbow into the back, and we're going to find the armpit on the far side. Swing, and we're going to come up to the elbow. So this is our job here. You see here that I've got my head higher than his head. If he's able to get like the cross face back in and get his head higher than mine, he's able to drop me back down. It becomes a real bad position for me. So as I come up to the elbow, make sure that my elbow stays in nice and tight and I reach across nice and high on the hips. So because we don't have the half guard in this position, we don't have some of the options that we could normally hit from octopus guard. So we're going to go for a couple of like nice simple ones. I can put myself into half guard from here. So like I can like hook that leg and put myself in a half guard, but that's for a different day. First one that we're going to look at is when my partner is just kind of staying low and he's just trying to drive in towards me. I'm going to move my hips away, first of all. Really important that I get my hips away from my partner's hips, no matter what I'm doing, because I don't want him to just step over into mount. If I'm here and he just takes that leg, steps over the top of my legs, now this arm's exposed and he has my back. So the first thing I'm going to do is just make sure that I get my hips away so it's not an easy step over the top. First transition, we're going to look to pull our knee through. Once the knee is through, we're going to switch the hand over. We're going to move the hips out and pull ourselves into this back position. So we can just come all the way out to the side if we want, but if we're able to leave this inside hook in, again, I know we did this a couple of weeks ago, but if we're looking for the back take, we can just go for this like power Nelson position. Pull down, move the hips, and through and onto the back. However you'd like to play that sort of side back take position is absolutely fine. So from the side control, we're looking to get this arm passed across. As it does, drive your elbow up. We're going to go up nice and high immediately. If we can use the momentum of that, so as I drive through, come straight up to my elbow, that's best. If I get a little bit stuck, I can use my legs, swing and come up to the elbow. Up to the hand if you want to, get the hips slightly away, and I'm pulling the knee just so it comes out on this far side. Once the knees come out, I switch the hand over, keep him in nice and tight, and just start to readjust your hips. If we find ourselves with the hook in, lock on, push his head under, pull through, or even if we just pull the leg all the way out, we can come into this sort of turtle control position, okay? So first thing I want you to work is number one, getting yourself into the octopus position, and then the back take. 1, 2, 3, let's do it. So, we go for the octopus guard entry again. So, however we get that through, the elbow comes up, and we set ourselves up. Make sure again that we're nice and high. Like think about like really pushing down with your elbow, getting your head higher than their head is going to be super important. But once we get to this position and we start moving our hips back, instead of him just kind of like maybe pushing in towards me, maybe he's going to start trying to get higher than me because he knows that getting the head position is everything here. Maybe he's trying to get his head high so he can reach over the top and try and get back to that cross face. So as he starts to come up high, I'm going to do this like technical stand-up position where I take this leg out. Now, either he stays down on his knee or he continues to come up. And as he continues to come up, we're going to take this arm and we're going to scoop this leg. Scoop the leg and drive our partner down. Depending on like how high it goes, we're going to have to match that. So again, we always need to make sure that our head is higher than the head. So if he's standing himself up, I need to go up with him, and basically we'll just pick him up and it'll be a harder dump for him onto the floor. So elbow comes through, I sit myself up, I start to move out. The near side leg, I'm going to pick that up, keep my head higher than his head, drop him down to the side, so I end up in this like top side control position. Reverse side control, I can drop my hip down on the inside of his arm, and move myself up nice and high. Gives me great control, great entries, things like mounts, maybe straight up into the back or arm bars as well. So one more time. Okay, we're passing the arm across, elbow comes through, up to your elbow. We're going to start to move the hip out. Remember, it's this battle of me trying to get my head higher than his head. Near side leg, we're going to scoop it. Lift, turn him down to the floor. Step over. Just working. Very nice. That was some 25-year-old jiu-jitsu, that was. All right. Sorry, we got a bit silly there. Right, let's see if we can do Octopus Guard into that reversal takedown. 1, 2, 3. Last one, let's go.